Good morning to you viewers at home, wherever you are watching us from. You are welcome to another edition of Let's Talk, brought to you by WYTV Wisdom Yard Television. And this is a platform where you can always get an up-to-date information, entertainment, education, politics, news, and many more. As they break, as they all, this is where we bring it to you. And you're welcome to Saturday edition of Let's Talk. This is where we talk anything talkable and we discuss anything discussable. But I won't be doing this alone. My name is Toyosi Adeshin, and with me in the studio I have...
Good morning, viewers out there. My name is Odwayo Adelere.
Thank you for joining me in the studio.
You're welcome.
And on today's episode of Let's Talk, we are going to be talking about local products or keep depending on other countries. Well, there is a move by the federal government that we should start using our local products, that we should stop patronizing the imported ones. This government that they are saying this, have they put the right thing in places? But I think patronizing our local products also is good, is a good thing, is a good idea. But the fact still remains that if the necessary things are not being put in order, there is no how Nigerians to be proud of their own local products to be patronizing. But before we start the whole discussion, we need to know the definition of what this local product means itself, which is local products are specific and unique products that are characteristic of a particular region. They can include objects, crafts, manufacturing or culinary items that are not available in other places. Local products refer to goods or food items that are produced within a specific geographical area, often with characteristics such as environmental sustainability, ethical production, and support for the local economy. There was a news yesterday whereby the federal government said they have banned the imported of syringes and needles. Okay. That the medical doctors should now start patronizing the NAFDAC approved one. So my own concern is not that if they should stop importing all these syringes and needles in our hospitals, like how will the people survive? Even this our federal government that are making this move, they are not in Nigeria to receive the medical treatment. Rather, they will travel out of the country to go and get themselves the medical treatment that they needed. So what's your view on this?
If I'm to go on my own view about this, I would say it is better we patronize the things that we make locally. Okay. Because if we look at it in this aspect, most of the things that we actually produce here in our country, where we produce here in Nigeria, there are actually things that are actually good that you can make use of. Okay. But because we are so addicted to things that come from outside the country, so we do not see anything good in whatever we produce here in Nigeria. Once you see a company that sets up today and say they won't start producing plastic, they will tell you it cannot last. Let's buy the one made in China. So you now see most of people producing in Nigeria too. Once they are done with their production, they will inscribe made in China. That is what you want. The only thing you shall want is made in China. So they will produce it. And yesterday there was a discussion that was actually going on with myself and some other set of people. But like everything that we have in Nigeria, we are not using it in the aspect of food. Okay. I think we used this rice as an example, the foreign rice and local rice. And I could remember you were also part of those that we had discussion. You were saying this offer the rice and all that. These are these things that if we own this rice, we own this food, but we are not proud of the food. And then some people tell you that if you cook that rice, it takes longer period to get done. But this one that you are bringing into the country, do you know the kind of chemical they use in preserving it? And ever since we started bringing in things from outside the country, can you even count the number of things that actually affected us negatively? Well,
I can't say the fault is in our hands, like we Nigerians, and it is in the government and our federal government, because they are the one that is not doing the right thing for us.
How is
Imagine, okay, now we are saying that we should be buying Nigerian rice, but farmers out there that are growing, that they have farm, they are making food for us. They can't even go to their farm due to this herdsmen of the thing. They are killing. Okay.
This farmers that you're talking about, we have farmers that are still producing as we are still talking now. We have farmers that are still producing, regardless of what's actually happening.
But it can't be as
But you see, the rich people amongst us, they are ready to buy multiple from outside the country because they will tell you because it is
regardless of how much it costs, they are ready.
And one thing that actually kills us most in Nigeria is once we see that this thing I want to buy is at a cheaper price, they'll tell you it is not original.
Sure.
Okay, now I want to sell this phone, and I tell you that I'm selling just for 10,000. It's not original. But what that phone will cheap, if you tell me you want to sell it for 500,000, I'll tell you because the cost is actually higher than this one. And of which the one you are selling at that cheaper price is actually more valuable to you than the one that you are buying at a higher rate. I don't know if you get what I'm trying to say. Food processed from the farm, processed locally. We know that this thing, they did not use chemical, but the ones that they are bringing from outside from the outside country, the ones that have been processed inside can, inside all this thing, you can actually put the two of them together and tell me the one process is actually going to work for me like the one I'm going to eat fresh.
Well, I would say, well, it's a big shame on Nigerians, like, for us not to be patronizing our locally made products, because I'm very sure if I should even check my wardrobe, everything, I can't pick like 3 items made in Nigeria.
Yeah.
Or can you? Do you have any Nigeria products that you are using?
Maybe I should start from where I am now.
Okay.
This is from Nigeria now.
Is there any inscription on it that this is made from Nigeria?
It was made from myself. I made it.
Is there any inscription on it?
Yes.
Yourself made it?
Nigeria, I saw Nigeria.
Okay. Do you have some people patronizing you for that?
We have lots of people that are patronizing.
So that is why we need the right thing to be put in places.
See, even if we put the right thing in place, even if the government put the right thing in place, there are still some people that will still tell you they don't want things that are made locally.
There will still be some people like that, but at least it will be minimized. It can't be like this, that even someone that is not even well, that does not have the money, they are now importing, like they will send money, they are doing pre-order, waiting for China products to come to Nigeria.
That is what I'm about
before
to
they will start making their own
and all that. You see everybody now. You don't even, and this is actually killing our Nigeria economy. See now, the government actually said something yesterday. They said they want to stop schools and organizations charging dollars instead of naira. This is a country whereby we spend naira, not dollars. But you want to actually give student admission. The next thing is that you are going to pay in $10,000.
And even companies, if anybody should buy anything from you,
want to charge dollars. These things are things that are actually affecting our naira. That is not even making our naira to appreciate against dollar. And if you see the rate at which the naira is depreciating, you will cry, my sister.
Seriously, like, we really need our federal government to please put the right thing in places. And even all manufacturers, we have talented people here, like creative people, that they are ready to.
How many
they are ready to produce something that will be of good quality. But the environment is not encouraging. Even the economy, it's a big pressure on them for them to even start a business that they want to do this. Because if they should start it, it should be like, who is going to patronize me? And also, I want to hug those people making fake products. You as a Nigeria, if you make any original products now, like before the week runs out or in the next 3 days, you're going to see people that will be making
counterfeit. Yes, you cannot have a counterfeit if you do not have an original. So for some you that made that is why there is always this. I think it is they call it trademark or whatever. It is yours and yours alone. Anywhere they see something that is related to it, then such a person would actually have to face the law. Because I made these things. You cannot come and spoil my business for me. Now let me that I make this, let's say I made this top. I have the right to make this up. So I would have done the necessary things, the necessary process. I don't want any other person to make something like this. So once I see another person making it, I have every right to actually go full force. Because you cannot come and spoil.
Do you know what they are doing now?
You cannot come and spoil the good image that I'm trying to build.
Yes.
I'm trying to build an original name for myself, whereby people will get authentic things from me. But now, if somebody wears something, I'll tell you that is it not the same thing that I bought last week that is not even good. Nobody wants to hear that you actually patronized another vendor to get it. They will think we got it from the same place.
You're talking about copyright owner, right?
Yeah.
So, and in the sense that, like, these people that are making the other part of it, like, they know how they do it. Instead of them to make the original product, they will not change the name. Imagine this Gucci. If you see the fake one, you will see Gucci or something like it is somehow. You see Gucci.
Listen to what he said. You see Gucci, you see Gucci. I know that when I was buying, I know I'm not buying original. But in the sense whereby you are making the same thing I made, and you are using the same name that I'm using, you know, you already tampered with what they are not supposed to tamper with. But for that kind of person, you won't tell me you actually saw it that it is a fake and you went.
The reason why I'm saying this in essence is that, like, these people making fake products is not going to encourage Nigerians to be patronizing our locally made products, because they will be like, oh, anything in Nigeria is not original, it is fake. They prefer China stuff and other countries stuff to be using them in our own country.
Even the government is fake. Because they come out to tell you, we'll build road, we'll build schools, And at the end of it, when they get there, they just embezzle money.
To go to other country.
One is actually flying, whereby like I think 58 governors are to be probed by the EFCC now after embezzling trillions of, not even naira, dollars. This is becoming too alarming and too so. But if you ask for my submission, I would say it is better we actually patronize locals to make our own, like to make our naira appreciate against dollar. Because if I want to buy something outside the country, I have to clear with dollars. I'm not going to clear with naira.
That is outside the country, because they value their own currency.
We do not
value here.
It is the way you carry.
Even many Nigerians, and they love investing in dollars. They will be like, oh, it will appreciate. They don't want to invest with naira because it will later depreciate. They don't value our own naira in this country, which is not supposed to be. We need to know the value of what we are owning so that other countries also will start appreciating what we are. But if you don't know the value, they are just going to take it for granted from us.
There's a saying in my dialect, you know, I love adage. And all these things are actually things that help us to actually set our foot on the right path. There's an adage that says that you don't know the value of what you have until you lose it. And there's another adage that says it is the way you carry yourself that people will actually carry you. If you carry yourself like someone that is just, people will carry you that way. And if you carry yourself in high esteem, people will carry you in high esteem. Because they already saw that Nigerians, we don't even value ourselves. Not talk of valuing our products. So they will have to use everything in their power to make sure that we don't even know the value of what we are actually holding.
Seriously. And we need to start appreciating what we have in this country so that even this hardship of a thing, it will be limited. It will not be too much pressure on we Nigerians. I think we have been patronizing what we are producing here in the country. It will be like the hardship of a thing we are facing in the country now, it will be very, very minimal. So we have the importance of producing local products. So the first one is going to create jobs. It will create a new job. But before we further, we need to go on a short commercial break of our sponsor, which is Nopa Herbal Mixture and King Victor Nigeria Enterprises. Stay tuned, we are coming back.
Sweetheart. I can't afford to be late for this meeting.
Give me the same excuse every day.
I always tell you the truth every. You know I will never disappoint you.
Everyone needs a hero like Nopa.
After Nopa,
It is always Nopa.
Nopa for management of power.
In the heart of Nigeria's bustling markets, where the sights, sounds, and smells overwhelm the senses. But in the midst of chaos, there shines a beacon of hope. King Victor Nigeria Enterprises, where convenience meets tranquility and shopping becomes a pleasure. Join countless others who have discovered the joy of shopping at King Victor Nigeria Enterprises. At King Victor Nigeria Enterprises, we understand the importance of providing our customers with the highest quality products at affordable prices.
Here at King Victor Nigeria Enterprises, customer satisfaction is our top priority. We're always here to help you find exactly what you need.
Whether you're stocking up for the week ahead or grabbing a last-minute item for tonight's dinner, King Victor Nigeria Enterprises has everything you need to keep your home running smoothly.
And you're welcome back from that short commercial break. That is our sponsors, Nopa Herbal Mixture and King Victor Nigeria Enterprises. If you want to get any Nopa product, you can call 070-1010-8549. And if you want to get in touch with King Victor Nigeria Enterprises, in that advert that they showed you guys, you can actually see the address and the phone number that you can call to get whatever you need from them.
Their shop is located at number 2 Awolowo Market, Maku Shagam in Ogun State.
If you are just joining the live, this is still Let's Talk, and we are talking about local products or keep depending on other countries, which is affecting us now because we are very dependent on other countries. That is why the economy is kind of showing us shaggy after the removal of fuel subsidy. Well, Nigerians, I like something about Nigerians. We easily adapt to hardship.
No. It is not that we easily adapt to hardship. I think what we are trying to do is we are trying to let the government have their own, keep on doing it.
keep on
you know,
doing
there's a saying that says when you push a goat to the end of the wall, when it gets to the end of, you know, it does not have any other place to go to. It does not have any choice than to turn back. That was exactly what happened during EndSARS 2020. Now they know the government have already started another thing, and you don't know what is actually cooking on the ground. You don't know what Nigerians are. The fact that they come today, they remove fuel subsidy, we did not talk, does not mean that we are not doing something about it. We are actually, probably they would reduce it. But when it gets to a stage whereby we can no longer cope, that is when you see that Nigerian will voice out.
Well, that removal of fuel subsidy, I can't say it is a bad decision. Like, it's a good step that the federal government has taken. But to me, the thing is that before they would do that, they should have done the right thing. Like, our refineries should have been functioning, so that it won't be like, oh, if the refineries in Europe is not working, Nigerians also cannot get fuel. Talk less of we now are facing fuel scarcity. Because I can't imagine last week or so, like, the population of people that used to be the filling station, whereby they are trying to get fuel at a very expensive rate, but they don't have choice. They just have to do what? To abide and dance to the tune that the whole thing is playing out. So before we went for that short commercial break, I was talking about the importance of producing local products. The first one is going to create a new jobs. Yeah. Exactly. So we are complaining that, oh, there are many graduates outside, there is no work, there is no job, there is no what to do. If the country is not an enabling environment for them to be able to do their own business, they won't be eager to be like, oh, I want to start creating this. We all have creative minds in this country, but the fact remains that, oh, the country even is not encouraging. Even the federal government said they are not even supporting Nigerians to be able to build their own business. Or do you have
all these locally made products, the products that were made in Nigeria? If we see most of graduates out there now, everybody now go for their handiwork. That is where you see ladies actually doing a cobbler job. It's not these people like, that go on.
They are few doing that.
They make it.
They are few doing that.
And they're actually doing good on it. You see young. So, like I was saying, like there are ladies out there that are actually CEO of their own, and they, with that office that they own, they are able to employ little young undergraduates that are out there looking for a job. And with that, they are also trying to reduce the unemployment rate that is out there in Nigeria. They teach people. But if we say we are not going to patronize our locally made items, rather, excuse me, these things, the rate at which we have unemployed graduates out there would be so alarming. Because right now, the number of youths graduating, I can't even say this is the exact number. They are just too much.
Yeah. I wanted to say that the federal government should hold a sensitization program or enlightenment program that, okay, these people that are graduating, this is what you should go into. Like, you should have one vocational skill or the other, so that at least it will be a means of them getting money. So it won't just be that, oh, after school or something, there is nothing to do. But federal government, if they should do this, if they should make this plan, they are not going to support them.
Percy,
At the long run, they will not support them.
I think we're in Nigeria. I don't think you actually need the federal government to sensitize it. Before you know, you should have one handiwork you do or not.
See, the reason why I'm saying this is that many youths now, what they do is they majorly based online. Like they solve the internet. They are making their money on the internet.
What I am
forgetting that our locally made products can also fetch us money.
What I'm trying to tell you is that do you want to tell me that youths out there do not know that they are not supposed to wait for the federal government to sensitize them before they get it?
Are not.
And do you think federal government has the time of sensitizing the youth?
But you know, like in anything, youth has to come first. And when it comes to federal government addressing the nation, the people that they govern, they need to consider we youth, because the power also is in youth hands. So they should also please try to encourage youth more, and even graduates, that if you do this, like make sure you are a bona fide producer of your own locally products. They will also appreciate it, and even the federal government also, I think it will be something that they will be giving them kudos that in your country your people are doing well, not that we are depending on other countries. So another one is it's also a sources of income and economic development. It will make our economy to thrive and even be better. Economy. So it becomes a bigger local market. Business also will thrive. So
instead of us going out there to say we want to get all these things, you see, it will even be surprising that people come in from outside the country to actually patronize our products.
This last one is talking about that. It's going to bring more local producers. They'll be like, this country whereby they value this particular local product, let us also join them. Let's go and try it out. Let's join them. So definitely our business is going to thrive in that kind of environment. So it will be beneficial for brands and manufacturers, those manufacturing it, and the brand that want to promote it, it will be beneficial to them. Then the last one is the local products, how it helps our economy. Buying local products helps the local economy by supporting regional economies and employment, especially during tough economic times and rebalancing power in the food supply system. It also contributes to the country GDP to generate more income, unlike the imported items. It also contributes to the gross domestic products.
This is talking mostly about importation of our food. If it were to be in the era whereby we value our own food, we value our rice, our beans and all that. Now that the border was closed, we won't even feel it that they did not open the border for food to come in. But because we depend so much on that thing that is going to come in from that border that was closed, it's going to affect our economy a lot. Now, the person that has rice to sell is only selling a locally made rice, and I'm telling you that I can't eat it. How would the person sell it? How would the person get his money back?
If it is not being patronized.
So the more we depend on internationally made products, that I think the more harm it does to our Nigerian economy.
Well, I'll round up by saying we Nigerians are the one making things harder on ourselves. Like, you know that, my friend is producing this, probably a bag or shoe, but I'll be like, I cannot patronize her because it is a local product, so I don't want something that will not last. And meanwhile, all these things, they last, like they lasted eternity, let me say eternity, just to buttress it. Like, they last well, unlike these imported ones. Like, have you seen some bags that they imported from China, whereby once you get it, it will be from the picture it will be a bigger one. Once you get it, it will be a smaller one, and even the texture, the leather they will use is not going to be of quality.
Because once you import it in, there is no how you can actually go after them. They've already given you the products you requested for. And
we Nigerians also, we like deception. Like what we see on phones, like, this picture is fine, this thing, it attracts us more than the one we use our physical eyes to see. So I'm just urging Nigerians, youth, that we should please start.
This is not Nigerian youth alone.
Knowing the value of our local products.
Nigerian citizens, for as many as are living in Nigeria, the more we value our products, the more we value the products we make in Nigeria, the more it will be better for us. So I am urging everyone out there as a Nigerian, or you are staying in Nigeria presently, learn to patronize the things that are made locally, not the things that are made internationally. Because those people, you are adding to their economy. You are reducing from our own economy. So let's bring back everything that we've lost. Let's bring it back to Nigeria. That is just my own plea. That is my...
Also, as we are urging Nigerians, also the federal government also should please look into this to be supportive when it comes to
creativity
when it comes to making things locally. So we are begging them and urging them to please do the right things for us. And to you viewers at home, what is your take on this? Do you think our locally made products should be patronized, or we should keep depending on other countries? Let us know your contribution in the comment section. And this is where we'll be putting an STOP stop on today's episode of Let's Talk. Until next time will come your way, I remain Toyosi additional Odaya Adelere. Thank you for joining me in the studio.
Thank you for having me.
So viewers, thank you for always staying tuned to watch us. Thank you very much to all our sponsors, Nokma Abamisho and King Victor Nigeria Enterprises. Until next time, we are saying bye for now.